What's going on, my friends and fellow hopheads? My name is Andrew. Welcome back to this next episode of Drewski's Brewskis. So this is a little bit different of a video. It's not a review. It's not a challenge. It's not a vlog. It is going to be an educational video. I've never deemed myself to be a professor or an Albert Einstein or a Bill Nye the Science Guy or anything like that, but I do consider myself to be fairly knowledgeable in some things. And one of those things just happens to be beer. That's just partly the reason why I did this channel. So, in this episode, I'm going to... I don't know why I said episode. It's not going to be a series or anything. But, sorry, I stepped on a leaf and I thought it was something else. In this video, I'm going to show you and answer one of the most frequently asked questions that I get and that I see on the internet. And that question is, can beer go bad? And when it does, how do you know? All right, so first off, little lesson in and of itself is beer does not inherently go bad. So let's take domestics, for example, like Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, stuff like that. It all has best before dates on it, obviously, but the best before date is not an indication of when it will go off, because like I said, beer doesn't really go off. It doesn't really expire. It's just when places are supposed to sell it by and when it's freshest by. So you can drink, take a Coors Light that's past its best before date and drink it and nothing will happen, because like I said, beer doesn't really inherently go bad or go off. But really the only thing that can happen is, it might taste a little flat, it might taste a little skunky. It'll just taste not that good. It won't taste fresh because it's not. And that's the whole thing behind best before dates on beer, is that's when it's freshest by, and that's when you should try to drink it by. But if you can't, it's not the end of the world. It's not like a package of meat or like some cheese or something that will go bad and can make you sick. That's not going to happen. So that answers that first question. Now secondly, if your beer does go bad or something goes wrong, how do you know? And I have a can here right in front of me, which I will flip the camera, which I can't while I'm recording, unfortunately, because reasons. I will show you this beer. I have this beer right here. So I took the label off because I don't want any misconceptions to be made about this brewery or this particular beer in general, because I don't really know what happened, whether it was their fault or my fault. I'm actually thinking it was probably my fault. But I know that this is going to do what I'm thinking it's going to do, because I had a complete 4-pack of these and they all did the same thing. And I think it happened when I was storing them. Now, a little bit of background is this is a fruited sour IPA, or a sour IPA rather, and with heavily fruited beers, of course, you want to keep them cold, because if you don't keep them at the prime temperature, the fruit can begin to re-ferment, release more gases, and especially when it's in the can or the bottle, it can cause a buildup excess of gas and create what I'm about to show you. So, once again, remove the label because I don't want any misconceptions to be made about the brewery or the beer, but I know what's going to happen when I open this, which is again why I'm outside, because I don't want to make a mess in my house and get stains all over. So let's dig in and see what's going to happen when I open this beer. Alright, so once again we are outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and you're going to see what's going to happen. In fact, I'm actually going to put it in the grass because I don't even want it to stain that. But I already know what's going to happen. So I'm going to just open it, take a step back, and you can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully I don't squirt all over myself. All right, see that? See what's happening? Yep. That is a very clear indicator that something went wrong in this beer. I think, like I said, I think it was my fault. We had a period of about 5 days where the power went out, and well, I think it might have gotten slightly too warm. I did transfer it to a fridge that was working at a sibling's house, but I don't think I did that in enough time. So that, I think, is just the cause of the fruit re-fermenting in the can, getting too warm, and creating an overabundance of gas. So you can see that beer is just all over the place. See, aren't you glad I didn't do this inside? But yeah, so once again, I think this was my fault. But if you have a beer, you open it, and it does anything similar to this. This is a very extreme example. As you can see, it's still foaming out. If you just dump it out, something went wrong. Either it is infected with bad bacteria, or it re-fermented, and technically in that case, it's not unsafe to drink. But, well, as you can see, pretty much 3/4 of this beer at this stage is on the floor or in the grass. So I'm just going to dump the rest of this out because I have no interest in drinking it right now. Now, I did drink this one with the other cans that exploded, and it didn't hurt me. It didn't make me sick or nothing, but I'm just going to dump this one out because, like I said, I don't feel like drinking it. But, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this was an educational video for you. Drink your beer fresh. Store them at the recommended temperature. And, yeah, if your beer does something like that, don't drink it. Just dump it out. It's not worth it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm actually currently editing a video as we speak. Actually rendering it. It is the beer identification challenge video that I did with Cameron and my girlfriend. That is rendering right now. It is taking a long time because it is a 20-minute video, but hopefully that will be done by this evening, and then it'll be up maybe sometime tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And then a special bonus video for the beer identification I also have, which will probably be up early next week. Thank you guys for watching. Hope this has educated you a little bit. And let me know what you're drinking on today. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video.